Hi, I'm Jeff Matthews, and welcome to Here and There. On the January episode of our program, we'll visit with Stephanie Brazil. She is the editor of 501 Life magazine about their issue, that is Lives of Legacy. We'll also visit with a couple of Wampus Cat basketball players, one Wampus Cat player and one Lady Cat player. Chloe Clardy is going to join Tim Roach and Levi Gilbert to talk about her career as a Lady Cat and her future going to Stanford to play college basketball. And also senior guard Colin Thompson. Colin has been an exciting player to watch for the Wampus Cats already this year, and we'll see how his senior year plays out. Looking forward to hearing from both of those players. That's coming up on Here and There.
You've arrived at your destination.
Welcome back to Here and There. I'm joined by Stephanie Brazil, the editor of 501 Life magazine. She joins us every month. And January, brand new year, brand new issue of the magazine that's out. And the cover is Central Arkansas Lives of Legacy, of which there are a lot of lives of legacy that happen here in Central Arkansas.
There sure are, and we're going to feature more than a dozen of those lives in our magazine. So I think if anybody is looking for some inspiration for the new year, they can find it here, because we're featuring people who are passionate about their work or their hobbies and really are living intentionally. They want to make a difference in their community or just within their family. So a lot of special folks in this issue.
And great for inspiration for a new year for all of us. We could all live a life of legacy in some form or fashion.
Absolutely. And after the last couple of years that we've had, I think a lot of us are looking for inspiration.
Yeah, very good. And there is a couple, your couple of the month are some folks that I've gotten to see at a lot of UCA events. They met as cheerleaders at UCA, the Dysons.
Yes, I think they're really a fun couple.
Yeah.
They live here in Conway. They now have 2 sons, but they did meet during college. Her family called him her unboyfriend for about a year, and then they started dating. Well, they obviously did a lot of stunts in college, and they still do that. So we have a picture in the magazine of them at the Grand Canyon doing a lift, a stunt, and she said they do this kind of quickly now just for pictures, but also sometimes to change the light bulb in the kitchen. So just a fun couple.
Megan and Wes Dyson is who we're
Yes.
talking about. You'll learn more about them. Soaring Wings is an organization that has done great things from the beginning, from the first time that they ever turned over dirt out at their beautiful place out in the country. But they've had some exciting things happen there, and Andrew and Marla and the whole group are doing some amazing, amazing work.
Yes, a 195-acre complex,
Yeah, it's
and
beautiful.
they want to add a welcome, learning, and counseling center, and they received a $250,000 gift from an estate, and it's a naming gift, so that will be the name of the facility, the Earl Noble Welcome Center. And they're about a third of the way there now to be able to build that, and I think their business model is to not be in debt, so they'll probably want to get there before they build it. But it's a big gift and a big announcement, so we wanted to say congratulations to them.
Yeah, and to learn more about Soaring Wings as well, because the work that they do and the lives that they truly have impacted. Talk about lives of legacy, not only their own lives, but then the lives of those kids that have come through there and their families for generations to come. There's been a book that's been written about Governor Winthrop Rockefeller. He left New York, moved to Arkansas, and I know that I learned the story of Governor Rockefeller later in life. I'm glad that you're doing this to kind of spotlight. I think we've all been to Pettit Genie, and you see the things about Winrock and all these different parts of his life, but his legacy is unbelievable, and why he moved here and why he moved up on Pettit Genie.
Exactly, and that's what the book is about, by Dr. Kirk, who is from the UK and always studied Arkansas politics and had the chance to go to work for the University of Arkansas Little Rock as a history professor, and he's like a distinguished histoy professor at this point there, and he took it and moved his family here to Arkansas. So it's called Winthrop Rockefeller, From New Yorker to Arkansawyer. So it's the years of 1912 to 1956. Why did he leave New York high society? What did he do during that time before he arrived here in Arkansas, and what shaped his views that then reshaped Arkansas politics? That's what the book's about.
Very interesting, very interesting. There is, as a man that is your person of the month, Theo Jones, who is just synonymous with our community, and I'm thankful that we're going to learn more about him.
You know, as I've read about all the things he's been a part of through his work, and now 22 years on the city council, 30 years as a youth football coach, which we talked about last time I was here. He really is deeply ingrained in the community. He was a part of the last graduating class at Pine Street.
Okay.
And he's worked for the post office. He worked for the Faulkner County Sheriff's Department. He was a bailiff. So as you said, he very much a part of Conway. And also he's married to Diane, and they have 2 grown children, and just a great guy.
It's hard to tell the story of Conway without people like Theo Jones. So
well, and there's a school named for his father,
Yes.
as we know, and also learned that the Florence Madison Elementary is his great aunt on his mother's side.
Okay.
So when you have 2 schools in the community named from within your family, that's a big deal. That's a legacy to live up to,
yes,
isn't
it is. Yes, it is. So the January edition is on newsstands now. You can get information on the website, 501lifemag.com, but also on the website, you can sign up for your newsletters, and there's 2 of those each week.
That's right. You can go to the website and then choose Get 501 Life and choose e-newsletters and subscribe in seconds. And we give general news on Tuesdays and sports on Thursdays.
Okay, very good. I get them both, read them both. Thank you for what you do with those. And we will see you next month with another edition. Looking forward to February. It's always a fun month around everywhere, but especially I know you guys put out some great stuff. So we'll see
we
that
have
soon.
good plans.
Good plans. All right, thank you. We'll be back with more in a moment on Here and There.
Hi Conway, this is Jeff Brooks at Brooks Fine Jewelry. Thank you once again for voting for Brooks Fine Jewelry for Best of in Conway. This is the factory store. There's always something new and innovative here at Brooks Fine Jewelry. We can now engrave the nameplates for anybody that wishes to acquire them, and we're here to engrave anything you have. Any items that you wish to engrave, bring them on in. Brooks Fine Jewelry is now exhibiting original art and limited edition prints by Patrick Shane Wilson. So come on down to Brooks Fine Jewelry and visit with us. We look forward to seeing you.
Welcome back to Here and There. Levi Gilbert and Tim Roach spend some time now with Wampus Cat senior guard Colin Thompson.
Joining us now, senior Colin Thompson. Colin is a member and vital part of this Wampus Cat basketball team. Colin, thanks for joining us.
I'm glad to be here.
Yeah. Now, Colin, some folks may just not get it, but the road for a person like yourself to get to this level of basketball means just years and years leading up to and including high school. It's a year-round effort. Can you tell us just a little bit about your basketball history and how you got to this point?
Well, I started playing basketball when I was, I'd say about five or six. That's when I really started. And my dad really, he played it growing up, and always tried to be like him or better. So I just kept practicing and working at it. And then I'd say Boys and Girls Club is when I started really going against people and seeing where I matched up against people. And then that's when I realized I wanted to take my game to the next level. So then I heard about being able to try for the school team, and tried out for the school team. Made it in 7th grade. 8th grade, I did not make the basketball team, actually. Wow. So then I just kept grinding and working into myself. And then 9th grade year, I made it and made a big run in junior high. We got to we got to the finals. But we lost, sadly. But yeah, and then now I guess after that, I'm kind of just here at high school playing.
Right. Colin, I got a few follow-up questions for you, because you mentioned trying to get better than your dad. I imagine at some point that happened, right?
Oh yeah. He's not in my level no more.
Well, I do have one more question about your basketball history. You mentioned your dad, and that's great. I love to hear that. But who are some of the specific coaches and teammates who have really influenced you during this journey?
Influenced me on my journey, I'd probably say that's kind of influence. I'd have to say my mom, because she talks about how she was just the coldest person in high school. And I used to be like, well, what did you do in high school? And then she talked about having 30-point games, and I was like, okay, yeah, nah. She was like that. So, and then I'm just trying to do the same. And I also have to say, my teammate RJ Patton and Jaden Robinson. Sorry, not Jaden. Jaden Robinson. Growing up around them like all my life, and then just playing against them and trash talking them, and always trying to be better than one another. So
it looks like, Colin, that in the system that Coach Adams runs, that you get to play several roles. You get to play the guard roles. You get to play a lot of the wing. Can you tell us a little bit about how Coach uses you and which area you think fits your strengths better?
Well, the way Coach uses me is I'm more of like a 3-and-D type of guy. So in most cases, I'll probably be either like corner sitting or coming off of a screen to get an open three. But if the situation asks for it, I can play the point, but it's just not my role in the team. So I just try and fit in my role and just do what I do.
So you guys are coming off of a great win this past Friday night against number 8 ranked team in the state, North Little Rock. Big, huge conference win. The home crowd was electric. You had the band going. You had the student section filled out, big home crowd. Tell us a little bit about that environment and what that was like playing in front of a crowd like that.
It's exciting, like seeing like all your supporters come into the game, and then you just feel like now you got to put on a show for the people that came to see.
So you guys, obviously you played very well. What was the key in your mind to that victory against North Little Rock?
Basically, the key was just being able to execute and stopping them on the defensive side.
Now, Colin, you've got 2 games each week usually, although with this 7-team conference, that's kind of made some things a little different, but usually 2 games each week here in conference, and a lot of tough practices in between games. I've come to a practice. I've seen how tough it can get. But on game day, how do you get yourself mentally ready to go out there and perform?
Well, what I usually do, you gotta play some raw weight. Like raw weight just is how you gotta get the day started on game day. And then probably I say a good meal at lunch, probably some like Chick-fil-A or Don Pepe's. And then probably just getting hyped up with your teammates before the game.
Don Pepe's, you're speaking my language. Now, I've gotten to learn a little bit more about you because you're, in addition to being on the Wampus Cat basketball team, you were nominated for the 501 Life basketball team. And I know from talking to you and getting some feedback from you there that in your spare times you like to play a little bit of drums. So tell us about that.
Yes, actually, I am also in the band for the school. So yeah, I mean, it's just something I picked up on the side. I just in 6th grade, it was like you pick an elective if you want to, and I was like, cool, I'm gonna try the drums. And then ever since then, I just fell in love with it. So
that's awesome. He's senior Colin Thompson. Colin, thanks for joining us.
You're welcome.
Hi Conway, this is Jeff Brooks at Brooks Fine Jewelry. Thank you once again for voting for Brooks Fine Jewelry for Best of in Conway. This is the factory store. There's always something new and innovative here at Brooks Fine Jewelry. We can now engrave the nameplates for anybody that wishes to acquire them, and we're here to engrave anything you have. Any items that you wish to engrave, bring them on in. Brooks Fine Jewelry is now exhibiting original art and limited edition prints by Patrick Shane Wilson. So come on down to Brooks Fine Jewelry and visit with us. We look forward to seeing you.
Welcome back. Joining us now, senior Chloe Clardy, the reigning Arkansas Gatorade Player of the Year and a 4-year starter for the nationally ranked Conway Lady Cats. Chloe, thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Chloe, your senior season, it's finally here. I know I can't believe it personally, but I imagine the rest of the 6A in Arkansas is like, it's about time. But Lady Cat fans, they're thrilled to get to see you play for another year. When you look back on all of the hard work and effort, going back to when you first started playing the game, what are some memories that stand out to you up to this point?
The main memories is all the memories I've made with my teammates over time, whether that's AAU, school ball, and the bonds that I've built with them, and as well as the coaches throughout, and just working hard every day. I know we have plenty of fun moments in practice that we'll never forget, funny moments, and we'll be able to cherish those on senior night. And so I'm just looking forward to this season too.
Well, talking about that, you've accomplished so much. I mean, it's borderline ridiculous at this point, but there's a lot left to play for here at your high school level. And then again, when you get to Stanford at the collegiate level, what are some of the goals that you have for this high school season and then as well into your collegiate career?
Right. For the high school season, I think it's just to have fun senior year, get better, make memories with my teammates. Of course, we want to win the state championship and repeat conference champs. So we have those goals, and then individually just getting prepared for college, whether that's on the court, off the court, in school, staying on top of my work and being self-motivated and going to the gym, working hard.
Well, I know that there are a lot of younger future Lady Cats out there and their families that have watched you not only for the last 4 years, but really throughout your whole career, going back into some of the earlier grades. And they're watching how you've done things, and they want to be. There's a lot of girls would say, "Man, I'd like to really be like Chloe." What message do you have for those younger girls that are coming up that want to play ball at the high school level? What advice would you give them?
I would say work hard, work on your own, not just in practice. You have to put in work on your own to get better and get to the point you want to be, and be a student of the game. Watch film, watch college games, watch WNBA games, NBA games. Just be a student of the game, really.
Chloe, every week teams have to prepare to play this Lady Cat squad, but on top of that, there's going to be a game plan specifically to try and stop you or slow you down. What is your approach on game day to mentally just get in the right space, knowing that when you hit that floor, you're going to be seeing a lot of pressure?
Right. I work on it obviously off the court with my parents, with my siblings. They guard me how people would guard me in the game, so I know what I need to do. And then obviously it helps open up for my teammates, and we know they can't stop all of us. So if they stop one person, we have plenty of four other people on the court that can do what they need to do to get it done.
Chloe, you got a big trip coming up in mid-January. I think the 19th is when you said you were leaving. A trip to Washington, D.C., a chance to play some other nationally ranked teams, all of it going to be broadcast on ESPN. What does this trip mean to you and this program as a whole?
It means a lot, just simply because this program has never experienced this level of competition, this level. And it's a great opportunity for a lot of people on our team that will never probably get this experience again. So we're going to go down there, have fun, work hard, do what our coaches need us to do, execute the game plan, and hopefully we'll come away with some wins.
Chloe, we talked about your favorite memories at the top. Personally, my favorite Chloe Clardy memory was your freshman year, North Little Rock. I think you had 43 points in overtime. It was just crazy game to see on the scene. But I know I'm speaking for all Lady Wampus Cat fans. We want a new memory this March.
Right.
We can't wait to see what you guys do.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, Chloe.
Thank you.
That's our episode for this month. We thank you for watching. Now, if you've got an idea for a story that we need to do or someone we need to talk to, we'd love to hear from you. It's here and there at conwaycorp.com. Just send us an email and we'll look into it. Thank you for watching Here and There.